Hey guys, Mitch with Stone Coat Countertops here. Thanks for joining us. We got a pretty cool show tonight. We're going to be doing a vinyl decal application, a sports table, and we got a new color coming right at you. Thanks for being with us.
Remember, when you subscribe to our channel, click on the red subscribe button and be sure to ring the bell so you get notified every time we have a new video. Thanks again.
All right, I'm flying solo tonight, so I went ahead and pre-mixed up some epoxy. We're working with Art Coat tonight, as usual. That and our Stone Coat Countertop epoxy. That's what we did here on this table. This Los Angeles Rams table I made. I got a buddy of mine who's a giant Rams fan. That's okay that he is that. We still love him. But this piece I made yesterday, because I wanted it nice and dry to show you guys how to apply a vinyl sticker. And what I went ahead and already did is I applied that. I previously sanded with 220 grit on my finished first color coat. Let that dry, sanded with 220, wiped it down. I marked out center point on my piece, and then I just eyeballed, centered in my decal. Now this decal I purchased on Amazon.com. It's a fathead sticker. The reason I like the fathead brand sticker, it's a thicker sticker, so it's a thicker vinyl. If you misplace it, you could peel it up without tearing or wrinkling the sticker itself. It's a high quality. It cost me 10 bucks. This table cost me $19.80 from your local Walmart Supercenter. So that's a steal of a deal. And again, if you watched that table video I did that looked like a beach scene, almost ocean colors, I did the same prep work there. I rounded over the top and bottom on that table just to help that epoxy go over. I applied one coat of bonding primer. You could use, we sell bonding primer right on our website, stonecoatcountertops.com. Let that dry 3-4 hours. And then 2 coats of Behr paint and primer in 1 natural gray. That's what's under here. That's what this board is here. So today, I'm going to show you how to clear coat that vinyl sticker, torch it gingerly to keep that from wrinkling. I'm going to show this brand, oh my goodness, I have gum in too, Chris. My mom's going to yell at me. I got to get rid of my gum. But I also have this brand new greenish blue metallic powder that I'm going to show you right now. Let's get going. Where is everybody from today who's joining us? Thanks for being here. What I have already mixed up here is Stone Coat Countertop Art Coat. That should be enough. And check out, I'm going to go over to B-roll here, Chris. Whoa. All right. Check out this color, if we can get it. That's pretty, right? Let's do this. So this color, we need your help naming it. It is beautiful. It's got like a hint of blue in there, or aqua, as well as that green. So this, we need your help naming it. Shoot out your very best name suggestion, and the person who wins, first person to name that, if we choose that, we will send you out a prize of this material coming your way. It is absolutely cool. We've saved this green to release last. Wow. It goes really well with our other greens we have. Our real teal. Goes good with our blues. Look at that. Hulk smash or something, man. I don't know.
Hulk smash.
Hulk's got no blue to him, though, so we can't call it that. Look at that.
He's probably pretty sad after the last movie.
Yeah, poor guy. That is cool.
You know, we got folks from all over.
Nice.
Florida, Canada, Sacramento.
Sacramento, hometown.
South Africa.
Wow.
Louisiana.
That's awesome. Whoops, I almost set it on my table. All right, let me get my notch trowel out. This is an 1/8 inch square notch trowel. You can find these. They're kind of hard to find. The 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch. We provide one on our website, but you can also find them in the carpeting glue section at your local Home Depot or Lowe's or hardware store. 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch square notch trowel is what we like to use to gauge the material. Gives us a nice even coating. If you were to leave this big mass here in the center of your piece, do your decorations, as that goes, as self levels out, all your decorations go bye-bye. So it's really good to gauge out before you get working your material. We like to take it up, then take it over your edge. So not too much material gets wasted. This green is cool.
Sea breeze, aqua.
Yeah, there's definitely a blue tint. Wait till I chop this out. That is cool.
Back green.
What was that?
Sloth back green.
I like sloth back. I had a buddy in high school we called Sloth. He was a good guy. Oh yeah, let me get those edges.
Very good.
That was coming, huh, Chris?
Probably.
Yep, that's okay. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you being here again on our Epoxy Live at 5. Mike and Catherine have the night off, which is cool because I enjoy these things. They're not as scary as they used to be. You guys are awesome. Mike did a live yesterday with Mixed Media Girl. That was pretty cool. If you haven't checked that out, check out her YouTube channel. You guys getting a look at that green?
Yeah.
That looks cool, right?
For iron avocado.
That's a cool name. Iron Avocado. All right, coming in for the torch. I did this piece here first for a couple reasons. I'm going to let this thing sit, let it do its thing. As that epoxy starts to thicken and gel, the metallic powders that we mixed in and incorporated into the epoxy, it's an actual ground metal, so it's going to want to settle with gravity. As that epoxy thickens and gels, that's going to keep that from settling as much. So we're going to let this sit. I'm going to come back and chop it after I do my clear coat, and we're going to see what that looks like after that. So real quick, over here, Chris, we are on to the formerly St. Louis, now Los Angeles Rams table. So again, I just stuck that sticker on. I spilled a little epoxy, but that doesn't matter. The key thing when you're working with these vinyl stickers is the torch. You don't want to bring that torch too close when you go to get the air out of this. I've already pre-sanded the entire piece with 220 grit. Oh, I got to use another notch trowel because that one's green. Good thing I got spares. So another thing to take into account, these teeth. You want to keep those, just glide over your vinyl so you don't scratch that as well. Hope I didn't lose too much. Has anybody watching ever worked with the vinyl stickers before in their epoxy, and is there any tricks that they've learned when doing it?
We got Grant's Pass green.
Ooh.
A couple mermaid mentions.
Mermaid.
Swamp Thing.
Man, that green is cool over there.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, your guys' names are awesome. So the last powder was named Diamond Dust, and that was such a cool name. It goes right along with the Gold Dust. So good job, whoever named that. I forget who it was. But you guys are awesome out there. All your suggestions, all your feedback, we really try to listen to that and take it into account. So keep that coming. All right, I'm going to brush these edges as well.
Get all them edges.
Yes. And this is brand new plastic, so I can go ahead and pick up my clear that's dripped off the bottom here. And on the edges, you just want to make sure there's epoxy everywhere. That keeps that surface, it gets rid of that surface tension and allows the epoxy to flow everywhere and not just the easiest path. Kind of like that thing from Jurassic Park, right? When he puts the water on his hand.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I still remember that.
I actually got a picture of Jeff Goldblum when I went to Utah. That was fun.
What'd you go there for again? I forget.
It was for Fan X.
Oh, like a Comic-Con?
Yeah, it's now called Fan X for legal reasons, I guess.
Ah, legal reasons. You're right. Just like I purchased this at Amazon, you could check out that logo from fathead.com or on Amazon. This table is not for profit. It's solely a gift for my buddy. So again, I just troweled out that material with an 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch square notch trowel. I'm chopping the epoxy. That does a couple things for me. It's eliminating the trowel marks as well as mixing that epoxy an additional time on the surface. And if you saw that, I had one little bristle here and I missed it. So what I did to get rid of it is you just point your bristle at it, go into the epoxy, pull up, comes right out. And after you chop this, make sure those edges are hit and you're ready to start torching. Now just use caution when torching over the vinyl. You don't want to scorch that and burn it. And you're going to see as I do this, the air likes to cling to that sticker for some reason. I bet it's static, but I am not a scientist. I don't know. It's clearing up pretty quick though. Cool. The what?
This name, Pearlescent Boogie Drip Green.
Boogie drip. That's funny. I don't know if Catherine will like boogie drip though.
Probably not.
Mike maybe, Catherine not so much.
It does roll
Gum
off
again.
though.
Monty, you're the man. Monty stuck a gum sign up through the window here at our studio. I told myself to spit out the gum, but I never did. Sorry about that, guys. Monty, thank you. My mother will thank you as well.
Good job.
As well as
Monty.
my wife. They all get on me. I got a little surface tension right here where I missed with the brush. So if I just touch that a little bit, add a little epoxy, remedies that issue. So Chris, that is almost already clear. I'm seeing barely any air, but I'm going to do it one more time here. All right.
Nice colors.
Nice and easy. Todd Gurley, give me a call. I got your table here for you, buddy. Now, back to green, Chris. Look at that. It's kind of muted out a little bit. All I'm going to do is, let's do this. We'll chop half, and then I'll drag a rag on half just to show the difference.
Yeah.
We'll start working here and come back to it.
Let me get the camera on there. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone suggested we name it Green Monty
Green Monty.
in his honor.
Yeah, Monty coming through on the gum police. I like that. All right, that looks cool. But again, it's still a little too soon for that to stay. I'd want to wait another 20 minutes or so, come back and chop it again then. Now I'm just taking a blue shop rag, one of our favorite tools, and just going to drag it across here. And I'm not really pressing down. I'm just kind of letting the weight of that rag do it. That adds a kind of a cool detail. All right. On to the fun part. So what we got going on over here, Chris?
Whoa.
Over here. All the way to piece 3 already. What's happening? This is too fast. So going on here, what I did is I took my logo that I purchased there from Amazon. I went into Home Depot and I picked out all these colors that go very close with that logo because we don't have any tints or colors that specifically match the Los Angeles Rams colors. So the cool, exciting, awesome thing about our epoxy is rustoleum spray paints are compatible with our epoxy. So we can pour our clear mixed epoxy into these cups, spray directly into them with this rustoleum spray paint color, and completely tint. I don't know if I have enough epoxy mixed up. And completely tint it a custom color. So no matter what your team is you're going for, you can get pretty dang close with the variety of rustoleum spray paints on what you want your colors to be. I might have to mix up a little bit more. Yep. For the time being, I'm going to get working here. First thing I'm going to do is tint a little bit white with our white base color tint. And that's going to go down first. So, right, mixing stick. So if you see the way I'm applying this paint into my epoxy, it's keeping a majority of the paint off of the threads, doesn't waste a bunch, and applies it very nice into the epoxy. And then you got a little bit of paint on the threads, just wipe those down, put the lid back on, nice and snug, and your paint will stay reusable for a long time. So you can kind of do these sports tables really any way your heart desires. This one I really didn't tilt it or anything. You're going to see what I did. I just kind of used the paint stick and added colors little by little. I am going to need more material, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Clear will work.
Suggested Bahia Green.
Bahia.
Yeah, Bahia. At least.
I would have to be able to pronounce the name in order to name it that. Perfect. I'm not wasting too much. This is just a quick little base because I'm going to really be adding lots of color contrast over it. And if I did a real thick amount, a lot of it will wash off. I'll use the clear brush. Cool. All right. What did we ask them where everyone's from? Did they tell us that?
Yeah.
Cool.
We had a lot of responses, a lot of different places from Australia.
How many folks is it your first time watching our YouTube live? Let us know that. And what do you want to see more of on the YouTube lives? We kind of do this once a week and we brainstorm. We want to bring you new, fresh content, different demonstrations of what all our products can offer, and we're totally open to suggestions. It's part of the fun about this whole internet thing. It's, if you like it or not, Chris, the internet is the world's largest free focus group. If you like it or not, they're going to let you know.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, Chris, you're awesome. All right.
Really cool.
White base color down. Maybe I could just spread that amount further. That's what I'll try to do. So, this is an extremely fun hobby, but nobody said it wasn't messy. Always have blue paper towels or any paper towels right near you. That will help a lot. What am I looking for? My torch. Here it is. I don't have a nice assistant or helper. I'm on my own up here on an island, but I like it. It's cool how that just eliminates those air bubbles, huh? Alrighty. I'm going to just divide what I have mixed up here a little bit more.
How about kelp green?
Kelp green. Dang, that's kind of a good name. You guys are awesome. Kelp green. So, would you guys like to see some more of those, some of those? So we have gold dust and diamond dust. We're thinking about getting a few more flavors of that. Let us know if you'd like to see more of those and what colors of that same family you'd like. So, we're going to start with blue real quick, back to the sports table. This is a rustoleum metallic, cobalt blue, as well as gloss navy blue. So the Rams colors are kind of a mixture of both of these. That metallic gives it a pretty cool sparkle. So I'm going to add a majority of that and get it to the color with that navy blue. And how I do that, shake it up really well. And then it's just a few seconds of spraying. You got a shot of this? Yep. A few seconds of spraying, mix it up. And the more opaque you want it, just keep spraying. You can test it out by seeing your paint stick. You could drizzle it down to see how dark it is. That looks cool already though. So you don't want to try this with a Krylon spray paint. Our epoxy is compatible with rustoleum spray paints. That's my metallic cobalt blue. Still a little bit too light for that logo. I'm going to come in here with this navy blue. Tone it down, get it a little bit darker.
What about Kentucky bluegrass?
Kentucky bluegrass. Ooh, that's kind of cool. You guys are awesome. Kind of just gonna start putting the blue on, and then I'll mix up a little bit more while that's doing its thing. That's my blue. Next color is gonna be my gold. I might need more, Chris. Dang it. So my two golds, this color here kind of likes to float. It is called metallic gold, and this one is called metallic warm gold. Not a lot of difference on the name, but a big difference in the paint. So the majority of it I'm going to use will be this metallic gold, not warm gold. That looks kind of crazy in there until you mix it up. So when you can mix colors into the epoxy like this, you really are limitless on what you can, colors you can use, tones you want, what you can match. It's pretty cool. This paint here takes away none of the working time or open time of the material. It was one of the things Mike really worked on with this formulation.
Joel suggests that we do a live durability test. That
Ooh.
would be pretty fun.
That's a good idea. That's a cool idea.
Because, yeah, it holds up, doesn't it?
It does hold up. we have a durability video, and that's an older video on our channel, so we could definitely update that and get another one going. That's a good call. So that color's getting there close, but I'm going to add just a tiny bit of this. Look at that gold. See the difference? Go to the sparkly. A little bit more of that. Okay. The hard part about doing these in 2 separate days, though, is really what's best. If I wasn't trying to show you guys how to do that vinyl, is I would have poured these at the same exact time, followed the same steps. Otherwise, I'm trying to kind of remember what I did yesterday. But it's on 2 different sides of the bed, so they don't have to be perfect. I like to do both as well. I'll drizzle and I'll drag. We're going to come back and kind of incorporate all these together. What are you giggling at, Chris?
Oh, people are saying it's hard to hear me. Yeah, because my mic's not really turned on right now.
Ooh, I just drizzled.
You can get it on there.
Yeah, turn it on. We're kind of testing out. We were doing some preliminary tests earlier with a new wireless mic, so I hope everybody can hear me well. And Chris, what we forgot to do is turn back yours. Whoops. I used a little bit of this sparkle just to give a little visual interest, but okay, we have barely any white left. Dang. I'm also, here we go.
All right.
Mic back up, Chris.
Yeah.
Are there any questions for me while I'm mixing up a little bit more?
Let's see.
I'm adding also here a little diamond dust to this white. A cool thing about this, the gold and diamond dust, is even if your epoxy's been tinted and you put some of this in there, some of that sparkle shines through. I don't know how it does it, but it does. What's up? We can't hear Chris.
Yeah.
We got that. Thanks,
We got
Monty.
that fixed now, just now.
Monty is coming through with all the help.
I'm really trying to keep up with Monty, and it's not working so far. We got Grinch green and ice green.
So yeah, you probably ain't going to be able to see that sparkle I just put through there.
Ozark green.
Ozark.
Cash money. Diane asks what the max temperature is for the epoxy.
The cured temperature, yeah, we've tested it up to 475 degrees, and it's good to go. you're not going to want to make that a regular practice of putting extremely hot pots on your nice countertops. But if you pull out your casserole dish and you miss the hot pad and it's sitting on the epoxy is not ruined. It's good to go. It's formulated to withstand those temperatures. So at first, Chris, it's kind of looking weird, right? But as you keep applying it, it keeps adding depth, and it'll get cooler and cooler as you go. And another cool thing about this epoxy is it has a long working time. So I mixed this epoxy up while we were waiting to go live, and we still have tons of time to work with it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna add way more blue. That's what I'm missing.
Lots of time to play.
Add a nice big dark blue vein kind of down the center. Boom. I need more blue.
I hope you guys don't mind hearing my mouse sometimes.
Oh boy, losing my gold.
Trina suggests glorious green goddess.
Got some pretty wild names, don't they, Chris?
Oh yeah, they just get more and more wild, and our smiles just get bigger and bigger every time. It's awesome. Holy guacamole, Batman!
Guacamole, that's gotta be more neon-y.
4-leaf clover. Yeah, I wish it was St. Patty's now.
Okay, I'm gonna add just a spray paint colors now. Okay, gold. Let me use this one. That thing's sparkling. It's awesome.
Look at it swirl.
Ooh, there we go.
Green envy. Yes, your green countertop will be the envy of the entire neighborhood.
Right. We got more blue going on in that piece. We got to get more blue in there. Ooh, look at that. That looks cool. Give me that more.
I love catching those drips.
Drips.
Yeah, the drips are fun on camera.
I'm going to do more drizzling.
Smaug's greed.
What?
Smaug from Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. Mint green. Tasty.
Yummy. Let's see if I can get away with it without mixing up any more.
Eric Swire suggests I try and come up with my own name for the green.
Yeah, I like it.
Let me think.
Dang that, I don't want to mess with this cool detail going on down there.
The kelp green was pretty good. Hey, pond slime green. Beautiful.
Slime. This one's looking cooler in my opinion.
I wonder if we could have a section in the chat just for the names. Could have a lot more going. They'd all show up nicely.
Right.
Atomic green, bullfrog green, old lettuce.
Old lettuce. I don't think that's gonna sell many.
That wouldn't even sell much lettuce. Sorry.
No, sorry, buddy.
It made us laugh. That's
It
good.
was funny, but don't think it's good for marketing. Hilarious. So, old lettuce.
Also, I love your username, Dirk Mullard.
Where'd my gold go? Here it is.
Ooh, dark patina metallic.
Another little pro tip too. So you saw me just drizzling the epoxy over and over. You can also load up your paint stick and then spray the paint stick with a concentrated amount. And now drizzle that, and it really adds more finer line to it. Ooh, that looks cool. Without adding too much. I need more blue, huh? Or heat it up some. Let's torch it. Wow, messy. Also gonna go torch this one more time.
Stephanie Potter, I think Smog was red though.
What's that?
I think Smog from the movie. I think he was red, not green.
Okay, I need more blue in the middle, is my thinking.
Mark Hall's suggesting you just run a spray through the middle,
A spray?
spray of blue, and blend it up.
And then blend it.
A bunch of blue.
I know I'm missing blue versus that other piece. Exactly what I'm thinking.
Little extra streak of blue in the middle, add some focus. Broccoli green. Yeah, I can see broccoli in there. I like broccoli. Or kale smoothie.
Or what?
Kale smoothie.
You guys are crazy.
Y'all crazy. Penicillin green. Mean green. Viridian. I want to look up what Viridian is because it's a cool name. Oh, okay, it's just a name of a color green. It seems to be. Yeah, Viridian's a cool name. I think I'd go with that one. Sorry,
Viridian?
I didn't come up with it myself,
You
though.
didn't come up with it yourself, but that's what you're banking on.
Yeah, I cheated.
That's okay.
I plagiarized there.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't.
You
Trying.
ain't trying. Oh, I'm trying.
Okay, I'm gonna add a little white in areas. No, more blue.
Green machine. I feel like Mike would like that one.
Green machine, yeah, he drinks a lot of those. Mike likes to drink juice,
Oh, yeah.
and that's a juice name.
Shamrock green. The Shire green. Oh, got me thinking about the Hobbit now.
Torch time.
Popeye the Sandman. Karen Oren is, she's having some problem with bubbles resurfacing after torching.
What is she going over? Did she say?
Not sure, because if it's porous wood.
Yeah, if it's wood, you're gonna need to seal coat it. If it's MDF and you're mixing small batches, there's excessive air if you're mixing a small batch. If you're mixing a big batch, you're gonna have a lot less air. So there's a lot of variables on what you're working with. If it's a sample size, you're gonna incorporate a lot more air in there. You're gonna need to spend more time torching that out. If it's a gigantic batch, 64 ounces, it'll be crystal clear when you're mixing it, because as that mixing head reaches the surface of that epoxy, it's gonna pull air right into that mix. So there's multiple things going on. If that didn't answer your question, give us a call during business hours tomorrow. We're open at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Our phone number, 541-450-1976. They're not looking
There you go.
enough alike to me. But as it self-levels, kind of that's what this one was looking more like that. But as I'm adding those in, it's material and it's going to self-level. I need to add some blue into this gold section, huh? That's a little out of place to me. It's a little bit better.
Verdant green.
You guys still going on the names?
Lots of names. So many names. Oh no.
You're going to make it
Not
real-
Soylent Green. It's people.
Coming around. Front's looking okay. Look at that green, though. It's all coming off my edge. Let's come back to this green for a second.
Alrighty.
I'm going to re-chop it. Hit some on this edge. Could see with that rag left a little bit of a detail, but most of it washed out. We're gonna try that again. Kind of cool looking stuff. So this green will We're going to have you guys name it. And we're going to choose a name tomorrow and have it up for sale on our website. So keep tuned for that. What should we do here, Chris? With the other sports table, yeah. What do we do? Should we? Whew, it's looking cool in certain areas where I don't want to mess with it, but
Looking pretty good.
it is. There's just a little enough sparkle. I have a tiny bit of clear left. I don't know what else I could do. Maybe.
Check out those swirls.
Yeah, that looks cool. Just done with a paint stick and drizzling it out. Pretty easy. A lot of fun. Oh, Chris, while I'm working on this, let's do the You Got This award. I almost forgot to do that. Let's pull that customer up. Show that table. Show that kitchen.
Yeah.
Laurel Perry, scan through those pictures. Laurel shared this maybe yesterday on Stone Coat Countertops Insiders. Her kitchen job is absolutely fabulous. She did awesome on her marble. She shared these pictures. Lots of people are asking how she made that. So if you look in the comments below on her post, in that post there on Stone Coat Countertop Insiders, she explains what color she used and how they did it, what she did to get this kitchen. So Laurel, shoot us an email with your shipping address and we'll be more than happy to send you the You Got This award winner. You are that for this week, not that one. There we go. Awesome, good job. We're gonna get you a medal, a half gallon of Stone Coat Countertop Epoxy, as well as a free green powder for you to play with. So good job. Keep up that work in that Insiders group, guys. It's phenomenal in there. The teamwork that happens and the sharing that goes on, it's outstanding. I'm mixing up a tiny bit more white here with a little glitter in there.
How do you feel about tilting it?
Tilting it. I want it to match a little bit to this one, and if I tilt it, I might incorporate too much. It wouldn't hurt it, that's for sure, but I just think it might not match next door because this is going in the same room. I do want to tilt it kind of though, but I don't know. So I'm going to do a test here. I'm going to spray blue on this white and see what happens.
We got some Halloween suggestions like zombie green or
Zombie green.
ghoulish green.
Look what it's doing here. I don't think I'm going to mess with it much more. Maybe just a little more of this white.
Yes, Gremlins green. Love Gremlins.
Yeah, so do I. My kid and I just watched Gremlins the other day. Is Gremlins Halloween or Christmas? Is that
I can't tell.
Is that it's undetermined still, or is that like a forever argument?
It's a Hello Christmas movie.
Hello Christmas, I love it. I'll take it. Whoops, that's bold. We'll add both. Okay. That little white drizzles I've done is kind of cool. It's selling out up here.
Really?
Yeah, look at that. Maybe I'll just do a tiny bit of tilt and then call it a day. Monty was trying to give me another. No, I'm not going to do it. It's going to throw everything off. I'm going to leave it be, I think, folks. This is a buddy of mine, so I want to try to make a match, even though I want to make it look cooler by mixing it more. It probably is not going to match next door, so we're going to leave it. Wow, that looks pretty cool, though. Dang. All right. I think we'll call it there, buddy.
Nice.
Anything else? Anybody got anything else before we wrap this up for the day? No dice? If you guys didn't get any questions answered that you were asking today, feel free to call in tomorrow. We had a couple folks here helping out besides Chris. They're Monty, Shay, maybe not Shay, Sandy, Kareen. A bunch of our customer service stick here after hours to help us out. So thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate y'all being here today with me for this YouTube Live, Epoxy Live at 5. We will be back next week, same time. And again, from Stone Coat Countertops, until next time, you got this. See you soon.